Hello, Notting Hill owners. It's your board president, Pearl. In case you missed the email or didn't make the last meeting, I wanted to let you all know that we have a position open on our board. Now, just so you understand what it takes to be on the board, there are some things that you need to know. It's going to take some of your time. We have to show up to our meetings, of course. We also have to be familiar with governing docs, which is our bylaws, declaration. We also have to be familiar with Florida Chapter 718. And also, there's a lot of other things that go along with a community, especially as like ours, which has been highly neglected. So there's a lot of catching up that we're doing as far as cleaning up problems and construction issues and all that stuff. And you're going to need to make big decisions. Now, being a board member is not something that you can take lightly because you're managing other people's money. And it's big money. It's the entire community's money. We have 452 units in our community, and we have to manage everybody's money the right way, where whatever money you spend from that pot should benefit the entire community as a whole. So it's another frame of thinking. When you're making a decision, you have to make sure that you are making the decision on the best interest of the entire community, not for just your friend or a contractor or anyone, but the entire community as a whole. Also, you have to be familiar with Florida Chapter 718. You have to be familiar with our docs. And when we're dealing with master association issues, we have to also be familiar with their docs because that's a part of us as well. And there is a time commitment. And there also is a class you have to take by law. You have to take a 4-hour class for the first year and then 1 hour continuing education for future years if you decide to stay on the board. Now, self-interest in educating, getting as educated as possible when it comes to these types of this industry is the best thing you can do for yourself and your community to be a better board member. So I don't want to lie and say that it's not a big commitment, because it is. It's a time commitment. Also, we're constantly emailing things between Kelly as our manager, who, thank the Lord, has made our lives so much easier. It was much more work before Kelly came on board, but we have to watch emails. We have to respond to emails on a timely basis. We can't just let things sit, otherwise nothing gets done. And then there's also the majority of the board. So if there's 5 board members, the majority of the board is 3. So there's going to be some decisions that we all don't agree on. So the majority of the board makes the decision, and that's the decision that sticks because of the majority rules. And there's also vendor management. We have to make sure our vendors are being held accountable, which was something that we haven't had in a long time. Hence the reason why we're getting rid of so many vendors and getting new ones. And there's just a lot of other things that go into being a board member, not just showing up to meetings. And if you are interested in being a part of the solution, this is the best way to do that. And I'm not even trying to sell it to you, but I could tell you this. If you feel that things are not being done the right way or run the right way, this is a way for you to get in and start putting in some input into how you think based on your experience and whatever knowledge you bring on. It's always good to have a different, diverse group of people together making decisions for the good of the community. So it's an exciting time to join as well. We're going to start our construction project as a whole for the entire community. We're getting into budget season, so there's a lot of learning to do as well. But we're always here to guide each other. I know that I can speak for myself on a past board when we had more experienced board members. If Regina wasn't a part of the past board, we would have been in big trouble sinking, because no one else was helping us. But now you'll have more experienced board members who are willing to help, and I'm one of them, because I've learned so much this past year. So it would be so exciting to see some people wanting to get in on it. Please send an email to kelly@nothillo@sierramail.com and let her know your interest. And we will definitely start looking and start having discussions about who we'd like to bring up and involve into the board. Like maybe just a little bit about your background and anything that you think you could bring to the board as far as experience would be great as well. And I hope to see some good responses. Thank you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day.